Hello friends, Cheryl here with Inked Pulp, and we're back with another Junk Journal January. So let's see, today is the 18th and today is Borders. I'm going to go ahead and mark that off since we're going to do it. And I've got some fun things planned for that. I'm just really winging it. I kind of have an idea, but not really, so this could be a disaster, or it could turn out okay. We'll see. If you're new here, welcome, and I appreciate you coming, and hope that you like what you see and decide to subscribe and stick around for a while. And if you're a returning viewer, I say welcome back. Glad to have you. You know I love you all, love the support. And with all that, let's get started. Alright, so I have these tea bags that I want to put on here, but I want to kind of collage them on in pieces because I don't have enough to like cover a whole single page in one tea bag, and I don't want lines, so I thought I would tear these and put this in here so we don't get matte medium all over everything. And I am doing this with matte medium. I had forgotten how much I really enjoy working with matte medium, and it's nice because it gives you a layer of protection on your piece after you do it. If you put something down and you really just don't like it, you can always pick it up again. And I'm not going to worry so much about wrinkles in the tea bags. We're going to embrace that. I'm just going to put down some tea bags. I might have to buy some more matte medium. I can see I'm getting low. I have hundreds of tea bags, you guys. I have so many. Because I drink tea, hubby and I drink tea. Like in the wintertime we drink it every night, and then in the summertime I make hot tea and then put it in the fridge for iced tea. So I have hundreds of tea bags. In fact, I have a big bowl sitting up in the family room where I sit in the evening and watch YouTube videos, and I started emptying out tea bags, and then it's got the rest of them all sitting there waiting to be emptied. I use my great big stainless steel bowl to do it, and the other night I was making something for dinner and I wanted the big stainless steel bowl. I was asking hubby, where did that thing go? I can't find it. And lo and behold, it was sitting beside my chair with a whole bunch of tea bags in it. There we go. So this is kind of a fun collage to put together using just tea bags. We'll have to dry it. And I will pause the video when I dry it because I want it to dry well, so I may let it sit for about an hour and really dry well. And I know you guys aren't going to want to sit through that, so I'll probably pause the video. I'll definitely pause the video, dry it, and then we'll come back and finish up what I have in mind here. So this little part here didn't cover real well. That's the nice thing. This is like napkins or tissue paper. If you have an empty spot, you can always just put another little piece down and glue it down. I think there was some up here I needed to cover up. And then yeah, it's just, and I like when it overlaps and you get the darker shades and the lighter shades, and you got some spots where the tea colored it a little bit, like down here we've got some of that good tea staining. I don't know why tea bags don't, like, I see some people's tea bags and they are just amazing for how well stained they are, and mine don't do that as much, and I'm not sure why that is, but alright, I think that's going to be it. And then this is going to be our focal, and then we're going to put some borders on it. Alright folks, I will be back once this is dry and we'll move on to the next step. See you in a bit. Alright, I am back. This is not completely dry, but I need to put down a little more matte medium, so I figured I might as well put it all down and then, you know, and then let it dry. And then I'm looking for that brush I just had. With that matte medium in it. Alright, so I'm going to put this down. This is going to make a border for our focal piece. Okay, actually I think I'll put the bird down first, since the bird is a very light piece of paper. It's almost like tissue paper. And it will be easier to work with if I put it on here first. There we go. And then put this down here. Now this has got, oops, the edges here on the bird are done in old paper, which is kind of a little bit of a green hue, and then I did vintage photo around the edges here. But that does have a lot of matte medium on it now, so it does need to sit and dry for a while. So we'll leave that. When we come back, I want to put a little stamping on this, and then I want to put some borders around the edge. So I will be back. This time it probably will be a good hour or so. I want to let that dry real good. Alright, I'll be back. Alright friends, I am back. Let's finish this up. So we're nice and dry now. And the theme this week, or the prompt this week, was borders. So I'm going to do a few borders. The first one I'm going to do is pencil around this little bird because he doesn't stand out really well. And one of the things I like to do is, if I have images that are fading too much into the background, I like to just go around and highlight them with a pencil, because it really makes them, I don't know if you can see the difference, but he stands out now. And then I'll take a paper stump and go around and blend that in a little bit. Puts a little bit of shadow on it. But you can see that little guy is really standing out now. I might do a few of these leaves, the upper side of the leaves, have them stand out a little more. The other thing you can do, and that I often do, I'm not going to do it today, but because that bird is pretty bright. If I thought the bird wasn't quite bright enough on there, I would take some colored pencils and go in and brighten him up a little bit. And that's the nice part about having the matte medium on there, because if I put this on here and I think, oh, that's too dark, or I don't like it, I can take a baby wipe and wipe it off because I have matte medium down. And that comes, there we go. That comes from my the mixed media days when we always used matte medium. Alright, so that's the first border we did, or I did. Now, the next thing I want to do is put, before I do more borders, I want to put a little bit of stamping. I found this stamp pad, I don't know where the rest of it is, but it's got this great texture stamp on it. And I just want to go and put a little bit of texture on here. Isn't that fun? Just want a little bit of this texture stamp. It's little dots. There we go. It just gives us a little bit of, a little extra something something. I'll do some of this across this way. There. And I did put it over the book page a little because that helps to, you know, make them seem more together when you do the stamps over like that. So there we go. There's a little bit of black. Now, I want to get, hang on one second, let me grab it. I have a brown, one of these Pitt artist pens, the big brush, and because I have matte medium on here, this is something I used to do, which was go along the edge and then take your finger and kind of smudge it to give it a bit of a shadowed look, so it makes it look like the image is standing up off the page. So this is another border. We're going to put a border around this. You see how it's looking like it's shaded and like it's kind of standing up off the page? You can't do this if you don't put down some matte medium or some other something to seal the paper, because this pen will just soak into the raw paper. If you've just got paper there, it won't, you can't smudge it. It'll just soak into the paper and it'll be there, and it'll be what it is. But I love this technique. I'm really starting to kind of go back to some of my old mixed media stuff because, you know, even for junk journals it works so well. And I love this smudging technique. I've not tried it with other pens. I know it works great with these big brush. I've used gray sometimes. This time I use brown. And you can go and make that shadow as dark as you want. Just keep going around. Let me put a little more up here. There we go. And you can you can see where it's, I do want to make it a little bit darker down here at the bottom. So it gives the illusion that it's kind of standing up off the page. And then I'm going to take a micron pen. This is a size 08. I don't have a smaller one. I would have used a smaller one if I had one. But I'm just going to draw some sketchy lines for a border. Let's see here. There we go. Just going to go around it with sketchy lines, and I'll probably go around it a couple of times, putting down some sketchy lines. I love this look. You see? Isn't that nice? Gives it a nice finish, but I'm going to do it again because I want some more. I'm just doing little short strokes, sketchy strokes. And one more side. There we go. So there it is. We've got, I love that, kind of the grungy look with the little stamping. And so we've got the border of the paper, we've got some ink borders, I got a little border around the bird, and then we've got the border around the page. So there it is. That is the prompt borders. I thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow for the next one. Let's see what we have tomorrow. Interactive. Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. All right, folks, I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye.